This is Caihong juji, a type of dinosaur about the size of a large pheasant. It lived in China around the late Jurassic period, and is actually quite an interesting one that has given a lot of important insights to recent discoveries. They're one of a small handful of fossils that have the fossilized melanosomes or pigment cells preserved well enough to tell pretty much entirely the exact color of this dinosaur. But what is interesting about the coloration of this guy in specific is that it is the first fossil ever discovered to have platelet-like melanosomes, which correspond with today's modern birds to produce a very interesting, shimmering, rainbow iridescent color. Based on the structure of the melanosomes, it likely had feather pigmentation very similar to this guy, the modern Nicobar pigeon. Now, this is interesting because this is the earliest fossil ever to display these pigments. Other fossils have been discovered that have similar pigments, but this is one from the earliest period that we found thus far. It's also one of the earliest fossils to have asymmetrical tail feathers, which is interesting because it gives evidence to a hypothesis that these guys might have been capable of some form of flight. Now, this is just a theory and hypothesis, still, because the asymmetrical tail feathers may have been used for something like a mating or threat display and not necessarily have been used for flight, but it is still interesting nonetheless.